Well, a very good morning and welcome to our race day preview. Brought to you by GGGaming. We've got racing out at Kenilworth on Wednesday the 23rd of June. Some smallish field, but very, very competitive racing. And let's take you through our selections. We start off in race number 1, which is the Welcome to Cape Racing Maiden Plate. 4 fillies and mares, 1400 metres the trip. And I'm going to start with number 5 as my first choice. 5 is Tamil Tiger. This was a horse that's shown some nice ability so far and looks set to be very competitive here. And I think the price is very generous. So I certainly think well worth a good value each way bet. And I have made this one my best value bet on the card. So 5 best value, race 1. We can make some cash for the exotics nice and early. For second, I'm going to go with the 7 Jet for Time. And for third, I'm going to throw in the 3 horse, which is Jetrix, who's also been knocking on the door and improving. 5, 7 and 3, the selection then for race number 1, with the best value bet being number 5 Tamil Tiger. And a reminder that GGGaming customers, they get a double stretch on our best value bets and our best bet as well. Race number 2 will be the opening leg of the place accumulator. It's the tabonline.co.za. This is a maiden handicap over 1400 metres, and I'm going with number 1 Legitimize. He's been really consistent. I think he's the best bet on the card. This looks to me to be an ideal opportunity for him to shed that maiden tag, and I think he's going to be very difficult to beat. So he's my best bet. Nice betting opportunities, nice and early in the Wednesday Kenilworth card, and number 1 Legitimize, a firm favourite for me. For second, I'm going to go with number 2 Princess of Winter, who's also been there or thereabouts and knocking on the door, and for third, number 6 Master Striker, who could also certainly improve in this type of race. So 1, 2 and 6, the selections for our first leg of the place accumulator, race number 2. Legitimize, best bet, double stretch from GGGaming. Let's move on to race number 3. It's the All-to-Come Maiden Plate over 1950 metres. And here I'm going to go with number 7, Diane. This is a horse that to me has just been crying out for this type of trip. Looks set to have quite a nice progressive look about it on this type of distance, and I think could be very valuable to include in all bet types. Not a bad price as well. So 7, my first choice. From number 1, Song, who I'm going to put back in that second position. Another horse who's always there or thereabouts and has been just nudging his way closer to the winning margin. That's number 1, Song. And then for third, number 3, Tenacity. Tries the trip for the first time. Could be what he's asking for. And another one that you can make a case for. 7, 1 and 3, the selections for race number 3. Right, let's move on to race number 4. This is the caperacing.co.za. It's a maiden plate over 1950 metres. And here's another nice horse that could also take a power of beating, and that's number 2, Universe Boss. He's been giving a lot of ground up and just running on too late, basically. And if he gets into the race a little bit earlier, I think he's the type of horse who can win this contest. So another nice betting opportunity here. I think he will win, number 2, Universe Boss. For second, I'm going to go with number 4, Global Approach. Here's a horse that just maybe showing glimpses at a type of race like this might be valuable for him, and I think represents some nice value. So I'm going to throw that one into the play, Global Approach. And then for third, I'm going to go with the 12, Winter Royale. This is certainly a better trip, and I think there could be a lot more improvement to come as well. And you can also make a case for the 3, Royal Grove, who's been improving each and every start as well. And you can make a case for him having credentials for top honours. 2, 4 and 12, the selections then for race number 4. Race number 5 is the Computer Form Online Merit Rated 76, a handicap over 1800 metres. And here I'm going to go with number 4, Happy Aristocrat, to come through and land our 5th race. Again, a nice horse. He's been progressive. He's been knocking at the door. He's been looking like he's just got more scope than some of his other rivals. And I think he's going to be a nice runner there as well, Happy Aristocrat. For second, number 7, that's where I'm going to go there. Alinga Longa, unbeaten with blinkers on. And here's another horse who just seems to be getting better. The penny seems to have dropped, and there could be more to come from Alinga Longa too. And then number 3, Captain. He's been frustrating to follow. I think he's got tons of ability, but he has been costly to follow. Let's see how he fares. And I think coming back from a little break, this will be his peak run, his 3rd run back from that. So I think he could be competitive as well. 4, 7 and 3, the selections for race number 5. Let's move on to race number 6. This is the Racing Association Merit Rated 90, a handicap over 1000 metres. And here I'm going to go with number 2, Skidoo. From a very informed yard, Paul Reeves has been turning out the winners. He's been as consistent as he always is. From the stock he gets, he certainly does produce results, and Skidoo could go one better for them today. For second, I'm going to go with Mr. Cobbs. Now, he's a horse that can really finish off his race well. He's a type of horse that I think has been going through the divisions, and I don't think he's going to be finished racing yet. He's got a bit more to come, and he's going to be pretty competitive come Wednesday. And then for third, I'm going with the 5, Spring Awakening. He's also a horse that's probably a little bit better than his current form suggests, but I think he also has a claim in this type of contest. 2, 1 and 5, the selections then for race number 6. Race number 7 is the World Sports Betting Merit Rated 94 divided handicap, 4 fillies and mares, 1400 metres the trip. Nice race this, again, very competitive. It's like almost a race that you can make a bit of a case for each and every runner. I'm going to go with the 3, Chili Jam to win it from number 2, Major Attraction. There's not much separating them in the market. I do think those two will fight it out. You can't leave out Our Prize Jewel as well. She's going to come on with that last one under the belt. Looked like she was just in need of that, and you can certainly make a case for her improving considerably to be a challenger. 3, 2 and 1, the selections for race number 7. 8th and final race over the page, and this is another World Sports Betting named race, this time a merit rated 77, a divided handicap, 1400 metres the trip. And again, for fillies and mares, you can scratch number 3, Arc Lamp, that one not lining up. First choice for me, Miss Millstream. I don't think there is a more reliable, consistent filly in training in the Western Cape, and this filly just gives of her best each and every time she goes to the racecourse. Feather in the cap to the trainer Pit Burter too. So this one certainly deserves top honours. She deserves to be favourite. For second, I'm going to go with the 10, A Moment Apart, consistent, and also one that could throw her hat into the fray and make a bold bid in this type of contest. So you can't leave A Moment Apart out. And for third, the 5 horse Glitter in the Air. Another one who's certainly showing signs of improving. I think just the penny was a little bit slow in dropping. I think it's getting there, and I think she's going to be a much more mature, competent filly this time round. 1, 10 and 5. The selections for race number 8. Just a reminder, let's give you our best bet. Once again, the best bet comes in race number 2. It's Legitimize. We do think that that's going to be a very hard horse to beat. And I think best bet double stretch with GGGaming. And then race number 1, best value, comes in the form of number 5, Tamil Tiger. Nice each-way prospect there as well. Exotics time, let's go into the place accumulator. Base pool for you to work out and maybe include or take out some of the other horses you're not quite partial to. But I'm going Banker 1 by 1 and 7, by 2, 4 and 12, by 3, 4 and 7, by 1, 2 and 5, by 2 and 3, by Banker 1. And then pick 6, again, base numbers. Here I'm going 1, 3 and 7, by 2, 4 and 12, by 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8, by 1, 2, 5, by 1, 2, 3, 4, by 1, 5 and 10. Great racing out at Kenilworth on Wednesday the 23rd. We look forward to hosting you there, and we'll be starting to look for a couple of horses to maybe start firing into the Vodacom Durban July. Get some doubles going, get some autocoms going, and they'll be proudly supplied by GGGaming.